Okay, my name's Hedley. I'm a kind of magician. Usually if you've seen a magician, they'll do a bunch of card tricks, sleight of hand. I don't do any of that. The sort of things I'm interested in are psychology, deduction, and also intuition and ways of sensing we don't usually use. We're here in Bristol today doing some filming. Come play. I think you're probably a numbers person, so can you get in mind, into the front of your mind, your PIN number? But I'm not going to tell you your whole PIN number. I'm just going to tell you the last two digits.
Yeah.
I don't want it. It's on camera, and I don't want people robbing you.
Right.
Just focus on the last two digits.
Yeah.
Just hold your finger out like that, your hands out like that. Imagine you're walking up to the cash machine.
Yeah.
And you go to actually press the first number. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You move this finger. It's a 1. Is it a 1? The third digit of your PIN number?
It is, yeah.
It's a 1, okay?
Yeah.
Now focus on the final digit.
Yeah.
Put your hand down.
Yeah.
And just keep saying it over and over in your mind. It's a 3, you've got to be careful. Is it 1, 3?
Yeah.
Yeah? Thank you. Hi, my name's Ross.
Dan.
Dan and Paige. Hi, I'm going to try some mind reading with you. Thank you for taking part. I'm going to see, Paige, if I can pick up on your best friend at school, okay? So you to imagine this person's name. Imagine you're back in a classroom with this person, and you're writing their name on a blackboard, in kind of big, bold capital letters. Keep saying that name over and over in your mind. Okay? It's probably a woman because people tend to gravitate towards their own gender, and you just kind of smile. So I'm just going to ask you a question about it, though. It's not a particularly foreign or exotic name, is it? Okay, don't give anything away. Okay, just keep saying the name in your mind over and over again. Okay. Okay, so it begins with an L. You've got to be careful not to do that. Just mix all the letters up in the name. And just think of any one letter, just right now. There's a Y that you went to then, isn't there? The Y that you're thinking of? Yeah? Okay, just hold your finger out like that. It's going to kind of feel like a bubble kind of bursting. Just there. It's okay though, there's no kind of damage on it. Just kind of keep saying the name over and over. It's Layla. Layla, yeah? That's your friend, okay? Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
How did you do that?
I'm going to see if I can pick up on your best friend at school, okay?
Yeah.
So imagine you're back in the classroom with this person.
Yeah.
It's probably a man because people gravitate towards their own gender and you've just kind of smiled, so I will kind of cheat like that a bit and use a bit of deduction. Imagine you're back in the classroom with this person.
Yeah.
And you're going to write their name out on a blackboard in your mind. So pick up a piece of chalk. Don't go for white, go for a colour. What colour do you want to use? Red, okay, and you're writing their name in big bold letters in red, okay?
Yep.
And keep saying their name over and over. I'm just going to ask you one question. It's not a particularly foreign or exotic sounding name, is it? Good, okay. So just keep saying the name over and over again. Just look at me, okay? So it begins with a J. You've got to be very careful not to kind of give it away like that, okay? Mix all the letters up in the name and just think of any one of those letters just now in your head. There's an S in the word, isn't there, which you went to? Yeah. Yeah? It's weird, isn't it? We kind of move away from the kind of psychology. It gets kind of like a bit strange. Okay. Just put your finger out. I'm going to try and get the whole name. It's going to feel like a kind of bubble, just kind of bursting. It'll feel weird. Just keep saying the name over and over in your mind. It's Joshua. Yeah. Yeah? It's your friend. Right, cool. Thank you very much. It's weird, isn't it?
That's good.
Pleasure. I'm going to try some mind reading. So I want you to think of your best friend at school and get that name at the front of your mind. I'd imagine you're stood in the classroom with them, writing their name out on a board. So I want you to pick up a piece of chalk. What colour do you want to use? Go for a colour, makes it easier for me.
Purple.
Purple, okay. So it's probably a woman because people tend to gravitate towards their own gender, okay. And I will kind of cheat. And it's okay. Just keep saying the name in your mind over and over. No, okay. So it begins with a K. You've got to be careful not to kind of give it away like that. Yeah, it begins with a K. Mix all the letters up in the name. And just think of any one of those letters now. That's a T you're thinking of, isn't it? There's a T in the word, isn't there? You went past a vowel. Just hold your finger out like that. It's going to feel like a bubble sort of just popping as that name kind of just pops out. Just keep saying it in your mind. Is it Katie or Kate? Yeah? Yeah? Cool. So I'm going to see if I can pick up on a memory from your childhood. Okay, straight off the bat, I can tell that you're thinking of something that's outside. Is that right? Because your eyes kind of contracted. And it's actually very bright, very sort of lots of white around. Does that kind of make sense? And you're kind of it's kind of imagine how you were feeling, who you were with, what you were kind of doing. Are you actually kind of seeing yourself almost like outside your body? Yeah. What I need you to do, I need you to actually go. I can see it's almost like you're looking at a picture of yourself doing this thing. I need you to actually kind of go into yourself and look and see it through your eyes as you would at the time. Okay. I'm just gonna. It's cold, isn't it? You're cold in this memory.
Yeah.
Is it when you're sort of 8 or how old are you? Sort of.
Very young, yeah.
And you're kind of doing something. You're kind of making. You're kind of with your family. You're making a snowman. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you all anyway. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Pleasure.